Imagine a land where futuristic skyscrapers pierce the clouds, while ancient rainforests teem with life, just a short drive away. This is the Malaysia you see in brochures, a perfect postcard of multicultural harmony and progress. But what if I told you that this glossy image hides a far more complex and fascinating reality? A truth of sharp contrasts, quiet struggles, and a national identity still being forged. This is the story of life in Malaysia that rarely reaches the outside world, a journey beyond the tourist trails to uncover the heart of this Southeast Asian nation. What we find will challenge perceptions and reveal a resilience that defines the true spirit of its people. Stay with us as we uncover the realities hidden behind the iconic skyline. Our journey begins in the shadow of the magnificent Petronas Twin Towers, symbols of incredible ambition and economic success. Yet, just a few blocks away, a different Kuala Lumpur exists. In the cramped flats and bustling wet markets, the daily grind tells another story. The truth is that Malaysia's economic miracle has not benefited everyone equally. While the wealthy shop in luxurious malls, many families struggle with the rising cost of living, working long hours for wages that barely stretch to the end of the month. This gap between the rich and the poor is the first hidden truth, a quiet tension underlying the city's vibrant energy. This leads us to the celebrated multicultural tapestry. Malaysia is indeed a blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Indigenous cultures, and their shared celebrations are a beautiful sight. But the harmony you see requires constant, careful maintenance. The political system officially categorizes citizens by ethnicity, and policies like Bumi Putera special rights, designed to uplift the Malay majority, have created both progress and resentment over decades. The truth is that unity is a conscious daily effort, not a guaranteed state. Friendships across racial lines are common and genuine, yet underlying societal and political currents mean that ethnicity is always a factor, a complex reality often smoothed over for public view. Now, let's travel to East Malaysia, to the island of Borneo. For visitors, this means orangutans and adventure tours. But for the indigenous communities like the Iban, Dayak, and Penan, it's a fight for survival. Their ancestral lands, the ancient rainforests, are being cleared for palm oil plantations that drive the national economy. The truth hidden behind the lush greenery is a story of displacement and environmental damage. These communities watch as their heritage is literally bulldozed, their way of life threatened by an industry that promises prosperity but often delivers pollution and lost livelihoods. The air fills with haze during the burning season, a palpable reminder of the cost of development. Yet, here lies another truth: incredible resilience. Activists and local communities are championing sustainable alternatives and fighting to protect what remains of their natural inheritance. Now, consider Malaysia's world-famous food. The incredible fusion of flavors is real, but the life of a hawker is one of grueling labor. Behind every delicious plate of nasi lemak is a person working in a hot, cramped stall for hours on end. Many are aging, and the younger generation often seeks less demanding work, risking the loss of these culinary traditions. Furthermore, the romantic image of street food hides issues of inconsistent hygiene and the sheer economic pressure these small businesses face. The food is a symbol of Malaysian fusion, but its creation is a story of sheer determination and hard work. The education system reveals another layer of contrast. School enrollment is high, but the quality and resources vary dramatically. A school in an affluent Kuala Lumpur suburb has facilities rivaling those in developed nations, while a rural school in Sarawak might lack reliable electricity or clean water. Students in remote villages may undertake dangerous journeys just to attend class. The examination system creates immense pressure, and a thriving private tuition industry highlights the limitations of the public system. For those who succeed, another challenge awaits: the brain drain. Many of Malaysia's best and brightest doctors, engineers, and scientists leave for countries like Singapore, Australia, or the UK, seeking higher salaries and better opportunities. This exodus of talent is a silent crisis, a hidden truth, where the country educates its youth only to see them build their futures elsewhere. The workforce within Malaysia is equally divided. The economy relies heavily on migrant labor from Indonesia, Bangladesh, and Nepal. These workers build the skyscrapers, harvest the palm oil, and work in homes as domestic helpers, often for low wages and in difficult conditions. They are the invisible engine of the economy, yet they frequently live on the margins of society, their contributions overlooked and their struggles unseen. Daily life for the average Malaysian family is a balance of modern aspirations and traditional values. Horrendous traffic jams in cities like Kuala Lumpur consume hours each day, stealing time from family and leisure. Housing affordability is a major concern for the youth, with property prices in urban centers far out of reach for many, forcing them to live with parents long into adulthood. Yet, the culture remains deeply rooted in community and family. The support network of relatives is a crucial safety net, and religious institutions provide not just spiritual guidance, but also social cohesion. This blend of modern stress and traditional support is a defining feature of Malaysian life. Politically, Malaysia is a nation in flux. The historic change of government in 2018 broke a decades-long monopoly on power, ushering in an era of greater volatility, but also greater civic engagement. Corruption scandals have shaken public trust, yet they have also fueled a demand for accountability, amplified by social media. The unique constitutional monarchy adds another layer, with sultans and the king playing a significant behind-the-scenes role in times of crisis, a system poorly understood by outsiders but central to Malaysian governance. Amidst these challenges, Malaysians have mastered the art of finding joy. The culture of lepak, hanging out, is essential. People gather at all hours at mamak stalls, drinking teh tarik and chatting, a simple pleasure that relieves the pressures of the day. However, this cheerful exterior can mask growing issues with mental health. The pressures of modern life, economic uncertainty, and high social expectations create a silent struggle for many. Yet, talking about mental well-being remains largely taboo, a hidden battle fought behind closed doors. The digital world offers both connection and constraint. Malaysians are avid internet users, but online speech is monitored and certain topics are sensitive. This leads to a culture of self-censorship, where people navigate carefully between expression and caution. Yet, the online space is also vibrant, with Malaysians using humor and creativity to discuss social issues in coded ways. Finally, we look to the future, embodied by the youth. They are more connected, more aware, and more impatient for change than any generation before them. They are pushing for environmental protection, social justice, and a truly meritocratic society. They are the greatest hope for addressing the country's deep-seated challenges. The ultimate truth hidden from you is that Malaysia is not a finished product, but a nation constantly evolving. It is a country grappling with its contradictions: immense wealth and stark poverty, breathtaking nature and rampant development, deep-seated tradition, and a yearning for modernity. The beauty of Malaysia is not in a perfect facade, but in the dynamic, messy, and resilient spirit of its people. They are proud of their homeland, aware of its flaws, and actively working to build a better future. The truth is that life in Malaysia is a story of perseverance, a continuous effort to weave a strong national fabric from many different threads. And that story is more compelling than any postcard could ever show.